Welcome to Touch of Faith Podcast. I'm your host, K. Ron McNeil.
And I'm your co-host, Yushinta Pope.
And today we will be talking about enlightening and empathy.
Ooh, wait, there's some real subjects there that we need to pay attention to because empathy is something that's really needed. But at the same time, don't be no fool either. You know what I'm saying? And guard yourself when you're dealing with anybody. But you, man, still have empathy for people and, in situations because we still got a lot of people out here that really need some help mentally. So, just be aware of who you're dealing with, how to deal with them, and like I said, having empathy for them, but at the same time, don't be no fool.
Yeah, on that empathy tip, I feel like you got to have the ability to understand a person, where they coming from, like you just said, share their feelings, their point of view, their mental, their sadness, feeling sorry for someone, and let them know they're not alone out here through the struggles that they have. But we can lift them up in any way possible, and if we can't lift them up, what should we do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this here. Everybody not gonna agree with you about having empathy or have empathy for you in that point of view. So, you just got to deal with the people that that may have empathy for you and understand the reason for empathy, because everybody not gonna be on board with you. That's just how life is. So you just can't be fooled by those deceitful people that's out here, because they out here, and it ain't no getting around that.
Yeah, that's a real deep conversation right there, because it's so hard for some of us to have empathy for a murderer, a killer, a conniver, someone that try to set you up, somebody that's jealous of you, have envy for you, and all the opposite of positivity towards you, or want to see you win, or want to see you succeed. And then you still got to say, wow, this person is sick, man. And I have to pray for this person. And sometimes I pray for people, and I never knew the meaning of praying for someone. But through empathy, I'm learning more about praying for people that don't mean us no good, and just unhealthy friendships or relationships, or even coworkers and people that we meet in the store, or people we could just call a Lyft or Uber or anything like that. Just regular people that you got to just say, you got to look beyond their mental and be like, okay, this person really got a mental problem, even with family.
Oh, well, no matter who it may be.
Right, it don't matter who it is, and you gotta just be like, this person is really sick, and they damaged, and we just gotta keep them in prayer and just ask God to please save their souls. Like, we really have to have compassion and empathy for these people, because they don't understand what they're doing. If they did, and they don't have to be a drug addict like me and you was talking
most
about.
Definitely.
You can be sober, you can have a great career, and you still could be mentally unaware of situations that you do to hurt people. Hurting people, and you think you getting a get back at somebody, trying to put them down or talking about behind their back or anything like that. You got to realize that we got a higher power.
That's right.
And God protect us all, and He protect those people too.
Oh yeah, He protect us, everybody. And like he said, the reason for us having empathy is because when we have empathy within ourselves, it's our forgiveness process. We gotta forgive, because quiet as it's kept, that forgiveness is for yourself. Because if you can't forgive others because of something that they cause pain to you, God ain't gonna forgive you. And that's what you gotta realize when you having empathy for people, because that's something that's important for your soul.
So that's basically like you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself.
That's correct.
I like that.
So
I like that. So when you have empathy for people and you be like, this MF or blah blah is so ignorant, it's so stupid, or name calling or disrespecting them, you gotta have in your heart that you forgive, not only for forgive them like God forgive us, but you doing it for yourself also, and that would take a lot of load off of you. Let's get into enlightening. What's going on? And I love that topic.
Enlightenment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, enlightenment is mostly about having greater knowledge and understanding or clarity. It bring out the light in the darkness. That's what this podcast is all about. We try to bring out the light in the darkness. We try to educate someone on facts.
That's right.
That they need to be aware of.
That's right. That's right. Because a lot of people was in the dark, you know, and they've been given wrong information. They might have been raised up right, you know, because the mind is like a computer, and whenever that mind get programmed, you know what I'm saying, and the information that it get, if it don't get the right information, guess what? It's gonna give out the wrong choices, and it's gonna give out the wrong information.
Wow, that's deep right there. You know, and you know, we got enough of ignorance going around right now, and people that's uneducated and unaware of things. So it's time to break this curse that cast it on us. Let's know ourselves. Let's be better within and show other people that we are powerful people if we just stick together and love one another and have empathy for each other, and you know, just you know, soft words, flattering, just you know, just compliment each other that's winning and doing positive things, encourage people. It's a lot of ways that you can enlighten yourself, and by you enlighten yourself, you can enlighten other people. It won't just be like you know, you helping somebody, because I feel like this. If you tell someone, let's say a beautiful woman, she knows she's beautiful.
That's true.
And you just say, you look beautiful today. No disrespectful or anything, but she already know it.
Words of encouragement.
But words of encouragement, and that brighten people's day.
That's true.
That will, like, or you could tell a person, you're doing a great job. And I like what you're doing, you know, for the community and people that doing positive things for kids and donating food and clothes, like stuff like helping the community out and or try to help the community out. Start your own programs, people. Start enlightening people and helping people. It don't take that much of money for you to get donation, network with people, and just be enlightened that you could be a gift to the world.
That's right. Like he's saying, just be a provider or a giver in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Your neighbors and you know, y'all can get together and come together on some of the things in your neighborhood that y'all might need to help out with, because you know it's all about us, you know, controlling and helping our own neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And people in general, because that's what we're here for. You know, God made us here. Yes. You know, to provide and help for each other.
You're right about that.
And that's what we need to start coming together and working that thought and that process as a whole, you know.
Absolutely.
Because everybody needs somebody.
And you know, a lot of times people feel that way also because they be bored, they be tired, they be annoyed, they be disappointed in themselves. You know, they be frustrated, they have pain, they upset. And that's the way you can break that, by doing something positive.
That's right, break that cycle.
You gotta break the cycle. You know, it's not hard to do. At first, I thought, you know, to myself, I said, oh, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm so frustrated. I mean, we're going to have good days and we're going to have bad days. But we got to know when we have those bad days, it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last long if you got faith. Just a touch.
Just a touch of faith. That's all it takes.
And I feel in my heart, like, we're going to have disappointed days. We're going to have situation to try to disturb our peace and stuff. But how can we handle it in a way that we trust God or our higher spiritual self to know that it's going to work out?
That's
Because,
right.
like my brother always tell me, it goes down not just through us. It's go down. We got to be the leaders of our next generation.
That's right. And
They
that's
are
what's important.
watching us. They watching us. They learn from us. And one thing, what I'm doing right now, what me and him is doing, this is gonna last forever.
That's right.
Even when me and him dead and gone,
Still going on.
this is gonna last forever. So this positive message, I hope that y'all get it in some shape or form, because this reality, if it don't change, you just gonna be stuck in the same position of being hated, upset, annoyed. I seen somebody that I don't want to say where, but I seen somebody just got annoyed that somebody washed their hands.
Wow.
It was like, could you wash your hands over there? But y'all around each other. Instead of that person moving out the way, they get annoyed with you. Like, you, just simple, silly things that annoy people.
Wow.
Why you looking at me?
That's crazy.
You know, what makes you so what hurts you so bad that a person look at you, or a person compliment you,
Wow.
or a person that just say you are great.
Mm.
You don't want to hear nothing positive about yourself. You don't like the person that's telling you. That's bad when you.
That means that person dealing with some deep-rooted issues
look,
that
bro,
they need to
look.
address.
You don't want to hear it ain't about who deliver it, because if somebody else might deliver it, they
Right.
but it's the deliver that you got in your heart, that you got to release and let go.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I
That's
seen people in church and they won't even speak to the person that's in church with them.
that's bad.
You know what I mean? Don't even say hello.
They need some real spiritual guidance.
Don't say hello. Don't go the other way when they see them. Then they in church, going to the altar on their knees, crying and acting like they got a relationship. If having a relationship with God is, you got to understand, with your family or anybody, whoever did you wrong, you got, like he just said, you gotta forgive. You don't gotta deal with the person.
That's right.
You
But
just
you gotta forgive.
You gotta forgive and let go. And you know, if you want to keep your contact away from that person and don't want to call them or check on them or see them, that's fine too. But make sure when you die, you know where you're going, because having hate in your heart for a person, I promise you, God don't agree with that at all.
And I definitely don't think that'll get you where you want to go. It might get you somewhere else, but
right. But that's why we talk about enlightenment. So right now, this conversation is about being enlightened. Stop being unaware of things that you know that's if you don't know is wrong. Now you know. Stop being ignorant. You know, stop acting uneducated. Read up on issues that you have. Google it. Get a book. Get a dictionary.
that's right.
You know,
look up the word, the meaning
of your feelings, and work on it. You know, I didn't just start being like this overnight. This is a work of progress. This man ain't been like this overnight. It's called work ethic.
Work.
You know what I mean? And then God do the rest, but we gotta put that work in, and then God will guide us the rest of the way. We will make whatever decisions that rightfully decisions by doing the right thing. It's all about for instance, let's say, you know, we program situations like that. We go to work. You know, we got our daily program habit. We can program our minds to think positive and encourage people and help people, and we can do it in a positive way. It don't have to be negative and say, "Oh, this how I am." Nobody know not to mess with me. Believe me, it's bigger bullies out here. You know, all that bullying stuff and thinking you better than a person. Believe me, it's bigger demons, like different levels.
That's just what they
are,
demons. When they're dealing with negative issues, that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with that negative side of point of view, and that ain't good at all for nobody. Unhealthy all the way around the board.
They pick and find little stuff about you that they don't like.
And that ain't good.
You know what I mean? Look what they wearing. Look what he got on. Look what he doing. Or judgmental. they not right. Look what they was doing a couple years. Just like nothing can process in your brain to see a person that's trying to do better, and it bothers you.
And you know why it bothers them? Because they don't want to see your light shine. Them demons, look, them demons that light, it upset your demons upset they light, and that ain't good, there. You know what I'm saying? Get them demons about you by the way that you act, your actions, your character. Change the way you are and become that light, the same as that person that you despise. You know, because that's where you're supposed to be, at the light anyway. You know, that's what God brought you here for. He wants you to make choices this positive, not no negative choices, not no negative actions, not no negative characteristics that you have about yourself. Change everything about yourself if it's dealing with that, because you deserve that.
And by you doing your changing in your mindset, you will see God work things out with you that you never thought about, like
That's
situations, right. And you got to lead up to your name, like
That's
Mr.
Right.
Pope.
That's
For
right.
your generation, you got to keep that Pope name strong,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
And I'm gonna keep my last name and my history for my ancestors strong.
That's your tree.
For the next generation. Even if it's my nieces, my nephews, or whoever, they're gonna remember me as doing the right thing as of today. Just for today.
That's right.
I did something positive. I talked on a podcast to try to persuade and encourage someone that's having a bad day or having a bad night or having a bad situation, can't find a job, don't have a house, don't have a car, don't have no, like, living paycheck to paycheck, and don't see a way out, and say, God, I just can't take it no more.
But you got a way out. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta pray to God and have faith, and then start rearranging your life in a better aspect, because you know you can do it.
That's right.
So
thank you, everybody, for supporting us for the Touch of Faith podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
We truly appreciate that.
Yes, we do. If you have any comments or ideas for the show, please contact Touch of Faith podcast. Number is 313-471-4406.
That's right, y'all. And we love y'all, man.
Yes,
Don't y'all forget that. And please keep supporting us. We need y'all.
We need y'all. And stay blessed. And we will return with a new episode of Touch of Faith. It's going to get more exciting and more positive. Everything will be uplifted through the grace of God to help our people, all people, to have a better understanding, be enlightening in life and progress and be better people and see better results.
That's right.
God bless y'all.
God
See
bless
y'all
y'all.
next time on
Take
Touch
care.
of Faith podcast. Peace.
That's right. Touch of Faith.